I want to welcome you back to BLACKSITE tonight. We're going to talk about Jason Whitlock goes off on Shannon Sharpe about the sexual assault allegations. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. You knew this was going to happen. Jason Whitlock goes on his social media platform and goes in on Shannon Sharpe, basically saying that plenty of people knew how Shannon Sharpe was over at CBS. There were allegations over there. This is why he left CBS to go to FS1. And he has said this in the past about he knows about Shannon Sharpe's HR violations. But he basically said that they had a dossier on Shannon Sharpe and that they would eventually use it against him in the future. The biggest problem Shannon Sharpe has was that Cat Williams video. And those in power did not like that video. When Cat Williams came out and told everybody how Hollywood really was, who was running Hollywood, who were the people who was the worst violators in Hollywood, that made a lot of people angry. And to this day, remember, they never forgot. They never forgot Bill Cosby when he said he wanted to buy NBC. They waited to the right time to come after him with all the crimes they thought he committed. And they probably waited, let's wait a year, let Shannon get comfortable, let Shannon try and negotiate $100 million deal, then we'll drop this bomb on him. And that's what they just did to Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe's whole life has been turned upside down because of this lawsuit. But you can expect Jason Whitlock to go at it, basically saying that Shannon Sharpe was the Al Sharpton of FS1 Sports, basically talking all black, knowing that he slept at night with white women. They basically used him to bring in the black audience. That's what Jason Whitlock was saying. But this is why we must take a good look at who we are supporting. Now, I don't know what Shannon Sharpe has done in his past because we have seen nothing to show us from his past that he was this way to other women. This is the first time he's being sued. And this girl's 20 years old. You know that 20 years old, you can be upset that this successful 50-year-old man left you at the side of the curb. And remember, the video came out of him having relations with another woman. That even makes her more angry. And she decided possibly to get her revenge. I don't know. There has to be a thorough investigation before this goes to civil court. She will only need the predominance of evidence, which is 51%, to win a case. I said earlier, you see what happened in the Soulja Boy, with he lost $4.5 million. And with everything going on with P. Diddy, Soulja Boy, and other black males being under investigation, this was the right time for Tony Busby to go after Shannon Sharpe. But we know that Tony Busby lost against Jay-Z. And what I would do if I was Shannon Sharpe, I would hire Alex Shapiro to be my attorney, because he knows how Tony Busby works. And I know that Shannon Sharpe will have one of the best legal teams in the country to defend him, best public relation teams to defend him, and he will deny all allegations. I know that. But Jason Whitlock will take advantage of this situation like he has done to plenty other black men. He's doing it to Carmelo Anthony right now, to basically convict him of a crime before he has even gone to court. We know that Jason Whitlock right now has become one of the biggest coons, buck dancers on social media. Even a WS Nick Fuentes had to tell him that he was a token. So until we see the evidence, until this Karen gets on the stand, because she's a baby Karen, till she gets on the stand, because I said it in the last video that this young lady is looking for a settlement. If Shannon comes with any kind of money, Tony Busby is going to take it as a victory. But you can expect people like Jason Whitlock who have a grudge against Shannon Sharpe, Stephen A. Smith, and many others, that he will use this as an opportunity to not only destroy his character, but destroy his social media empire that he's building, and to destroy anything that he has coming down in the near future, because he was negotiating that new $100 million contract. This is sad to watch, but Shannon put himself in this situation dealing with those white women. Remember those words he said about black women? Now they have come back to haunt Shannon Sharpe in this whole issue of him being sued for $50 million. Oh yeah, Shannon is going to have to work this out. He's going to have to spend some money. Right now, he's under fire, just like so many other black men. But one thing they'll do, they'll drain your bank account, destroy your reputation, and leave you on a corner just like so many of y'all leave women on a corner. And Jason Whitlock will be the mouthpiece that those in power will use against you and try and destroy everything that you have worked for in 56 years of your life. Everything is on the line right now for Shannon Sharpe. Everything he has worked for, his name, his reputation, is all on the line. And I told you, they're trying to destroy black men all across the country. Doesn't matter what profession they're in. I would love to hear your comments in the comments section. I want to thank you for listening to BLACKSITE. Hope you subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button, but also share this video.